On a cold December night in 2025, the world's eyes will fix upon a single ring. It's not just the roar of the crowd or the glint of the lights that will electrify the arena, but the return of a man whose name has become synonymous with controversy, mastery, and the polarizing allure of combat sports. Andrew Tate. For years, the rumors swirled, the speculations mounted, and the doubters grew louder. But now it's official. Andrew Tate will step back into the ring on December 13th, 2025, and the world is watching. As the date approaches, anticipation pulses through the veins of fight fans and critics alike. The question isn't just whether Tate will win, but what his return means for the sport, for his legacy, and for a world that can't seem to look away. Whether you admire him, despise him, or simply can't ignore him, Andrew Tate's comeback promises to be a watershed moment in combat sports. But why now? And what does it all mean? Andrew Tate's path has never been ordinary. Born in Washington, D.C., and raised in England, Tate's journey from a promising kickboxer to a global personality is the stuff of modern legend. With 4 world kickboxing titles under his belt, Tate's prowess in the ring is unquestioned. Yet, it's his life outside the ropes that has truly captivated and divided the public. From his appearances on reality television to his outspoken social media presence, Tate has constructed an image that's equal parts fighter, philosopher, and provocateur. His retirement from professional fighting in 2016 appeared to close a chapter. Tate shifted his focus toward business ventures, motivational speaking, and an ever-expanding online persona. But whispers of a comeback never quite faded. He flirted with exhibition matches, teased his audience with training footage, and constantly hinted at unfinished business in the world of combat. When the official announcement came, Andrew Tate, returning to the ring after nearly a decade, scheduled for December 13th, 2025, it sent shockwaves not just through the fight community, but across the entire spectrum of popular culture. Social media erupted, forums buzzed with theories, news outlets scrambled for details. Why now? What changed? Sources close to Tate suggest a combination of personal motivation and an unyielding drive to prove himself once more on the grandest stage. Tate himself has remained cryptic, sharing only that he feels more powerful, more focused, and more dangerous than ever before. For Andrew Tate, this isn't just another match. It's a statement, a reckoning, and perhaps the final word in a career punctuated by both triumph and turbulence. The stakes stretch beyond mere victory or defeat. For Tate, this is about legacy. Combat sports are defined by comebacks. Muhammad Ali's return after exile, Mike Tyson's resurgence, Conor McGregor's forays back into the octagon. These stories captivate because they tap into something primal, the desire to witness redemption, to see if greatness can be rekindled or if time is the only undefeated champion. For Tate's fans, his return signals unfinished business and the promise of witnessing their hero in his element once more. For his critics, it's an opportunity to see whether the bravado matches the reality. And for the sport itself, Tate's return brings a spotlight and scrutiny that few other fighters could command. As of this writing, Tate's opponent has yet to be revealed. The speculation is feverish. Will it be a rising star, eager to make a name by toppling a legend? A seasoned veteran seeking one last dance under the lights? Or perhaps a surprise crossover from another combat discipline, echoing the trend of high-profile exhibition matches that have dominated recent years? Whoever stands across from Tate on December 13th will face more than just a skilled fighter. They'll contend with the weight of expectation, the glare of an international audience, and the psychological warfare that Tate has perfected both inside and outside the ring. One of the most fascinating aspects of Tate's return has been the glimpse into his training regimen. Known for his intense work ethic and unorthodox methods, Tate's preparation is shrouded in secrecy, but insiders paint a picture of relentless dedication. Sources indicate that Tate has assembled a world-class team, including nutritionists, sports psychologists, and legendary trainers. His workouts reportedly blend old-school grit, endless rounds on a heavy bag, grueling sparring sessions with cutting-edge science. Recovery protocols include cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers, and meditation. Tate's social media hints an iron discipline. Early morning runs, late-night strategy sessions, and cryptic messages about embracing the darkness have only fueled speculation about his mental and physical state. For Tate, the comeback isn't just about returning to form, it's about surpassing it. Opinions are divided. Some analysts point to Tate's age and time away from professional fighting as insurmountable obstacles. Others argue that his experience, ring IQ, and confidence give him a unique edge, especially in an era where mental fortitude often separates the good from the great. Former champions have weighed in. "You don't forget how to fight," says one retired kickboxing legend. But the sport evolves, and time punishes those who stand still. Others believe Tate's unconventional style and psychological tactics could catch a new generation of fighters off guard. A key factor will be how Tate adapts to changes in the sport. The landscape of combat sports has shifted rapidly in the last decade, with new training techniques, evolving strategies, and an influx of young, hungry talent. Andrew Tate's influence extends far beyond the boundaries of the ring. His online presence, polarizing, provocative, and unwaveringly confident, has made him a cultural touchstone. He's been praised as a motivational icon and criticized as a controversial figure. His return to fighting isn't just a sports story, it's a cultural event. For supporters, Tate embodies resilience, self-belief, and the power of personal transformation. For detractors, he represents the dangers of unchecked bravado and controversial rhetoric. Either way, his return is a litmus test for how sport, fame, and modern media intersect. Fight fans are nothing if not passionate, and the announcement of Tate's return has galvanized communities worldwide. Social media is awash with predictions, debates, and memes. Some fans see Tate's comeback as the ultimate redemption arc, while others view it as a potential fall from grace. "I've followed Tate since his early days in kickboxing," says one longtime fan. "His confidence is infectious. I can't wait to see him back in the ring." Others are more skeptical. "He talks a big game, but the sport has changed. The new generation is hungry. This won't be easy for him." Regardless of perspective, the consensus is clear. No one is indifferent. Tate's return has unified the fight world in anticipation, if not an opinion. The economics of combat sports are inseparable from its narratives. Tate's return is expected to generate massive pay-per-view buys, ticket sales, and sponsorship deals. Promoters are already touting the event as the fight of the decade, with projections suggesting record-breaking revenue. But beyond the numbers, there's a sense that this fight could shift the landscape of the sport. Tate's unique brand, a blend of athleticism, showmanship, and controversy, is tailor-made for the social media age. His return is likely to attract a new wave of casual fans, inject fresh energy into the sport, and inspire a new generation of fighters and influencers. For Andrew Tate, the stakes are existential. A triumphant return could cement his legacy as one of the greats, a fighter who defied the odds and silenced his critics. A defeat, especially a decisive one, risks reducing his mythos to mere bravado. There's also the question of what comes next. Is this a one-off spectacle or the beginning of a new chapter? Tate has hinted at a desire to inspire millions and change the game. Whether that means more fights, a transition into coaching, or a new role as an ambassador for sport remains to be seen. As December 13th approaches, several questions loom large. Who will Tate face, and what stylistic matchup will the fight present? Has Tate's time away from the ring dulled his edge or sharpened his resolve? What impact will his return have on the next generation of fighters? How will the public, both fans and critics, respond when the lights go down and the bell rings? Andrew Tate's return to the ring isn't just a sporting event. It's a moment that will echo through the world of combat sports and beyond. It's a test of will and skill, but also of narrative and legacy. For some, it's a chance to see a legend reclaim his throne. For others, it's an opportunity to witness the fall of an icon. Whatever happens on December 13th, 2025, the world will be watching. The stakes are higher than ever. The anticipation is electric. And as the clock ticks down, one thing is certain. Andrew Tate's return has already made history. The fight itself will decide what kind. Stay tuned. The story is just beginning.